Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading an Arlecchino listener by me. So let's get into it. The pale glow of the moon casts long shadows across the cobblestone streets of Fontaine. As you make your way toward the orphanage, your heart pounding with a mix of anxiety and determination. Arlecchino, the name of the Fatui, and most importantly, Lyney's father, had summoned you earlier today. The note had been brief, almost curt, but the meaning behind it was clear. Whatever she had to say, it was not something to be taken lightly. The sight of its dark silhouette against the night sky sends a chill down your spine. The House of the Hearth, as it's known, is a place that holds countless secrets. And tonight, you fear that you're about to be drawn deeper into its web. The heavy wooden door creaks open as you step inside, the sound echoing through the silent halls. The air is thick with an almost tangible tension, as if the very walls themselves are holding their breath. You swallow hard, pushing down the growing unease as you navigate the corridors. Each step bringing you closer to your destination. Finally, you reach a large carved door at the end of a hallway. You hesitate for a moment, your hand hovering over the handle, before summoning the courage to push it open. The room beyond is dimly lit, the flickering flames of the fireplace casting eerie shadows on the walls. And at the center of it all stands Arlecchino. The knave's presence is as commanding as ever, her sharp gaze cutting through the dim light to settle on you the moment you enter. Dressed in her dark, elegant attire, she exudes an aura of power and authority that's impossible to ignore. Her expression is unreadable, as always, but there is a tension in the air that sets your nerves on edge. "You came," she says, her voice cool and composed, as she gestures for you to step further into the room. You nod, trying to maintain a calm exterior, even as your heart races. "You summoned me, Lord Arlecchino." Her eyes narrow slightly at your formality, but she doesn't comment on it. Instead, she turns and walks towards a large window, overlooking the courtyard below. "I trust you understand why I called you here." You frown, unsure where this conversation is heading. "I'm not entirely sure," you admit cautiously. Arlecchino's gaze remains fixed on the view outside as she speaks, her tone measured. "You've been with Lyney for some time now. I have observed the bond between you two, and it's clear that it's significant." She pauses, as if choosing her words carefully. "But with such significance comes responsibility." You feel a knot forming in your stomach. What are you trying to say? She turns to face you, her expression as inscrutable as ever. "I am offering you a place in the House of the Hearth." The words hang in the air, heavy with implications. You blink, trying to process what she just said. "A place in the house?" You repeat, confused and lost. "Yes," she confirms, her tone leaving no room for doubt. "To be with Lyney, to ensure his safety, and to stand by his side, you must be a part of this family." The House of the Hearth is not merely a shelter. It's an institution that requires unwavering loyalty and commitment. You've proven your devotion to Lyney, but devotion alone is not enough. You need to understand the weight of the responsibilities that come with it. Your heart races as you consider her words. Joining the house would mean becoming a part of the Fatui's inner workings, bound by the rules and orders, and your life would be in constant danger. It's not a decision to be taken lightly. And what if I refuse? You ask, your voice trembling slightly. Arlecchino's eyes bore into yours, her gaze unyielding. If you refuse, you will be considered an outsider, someone who cannot be trusted with the knowledge of our operations. I could not allow someone with such close ties to one of our own to remain on the fringes. It would create a lot of vulnerability that we could not afford. The implications of her words are crystal clear to you. Refusing her offer would mean being cut off from Lyney, distanced from the one person who means the most to you. The thought of losing him, of being separated by force, sends a cold wave of fear through you. But the alternative is just as terrifying. Joining the house would mean becoming a part of the Fatui, entangling yourself in a world of politics, secrets, and potentially dangerous missions. You would be putting yourself in harm's way, all for the sake of staying by Lyney's side. I need time to think, you stammered, your mind reeling from the weight of the decision before you. Arlecchino nods, her expression softening ever so slightly. I expected as much. Take the time that you need, but understand this. Once you make your decision, there will be no turning back. I understand. Good. You may go now. You turn to leave, but as you reach the door, her voice stops you in your tracks. And remember, whatever choice you make, it must be in Lyney's best interest. Do not let your own fears cloud your judgment. With that, you step out of the room, the door closing behind you with a soft clink. And by the time you reach the courtyard, the cool night air does little to soothe your frazzled nerves. You lean against the stone pillar, closing your eyes as you try to process everything that just happened. The choice before you is monumental, and no matter what you decide, there will be consequences.